In this video I will introduce how to study shadows and light levels within Revit by using the shadow function within Revit, using the render function to get a realistic view inside the same space, and last a illuminance simulation with the different light levels, again in the same perspective at the same time as the realistic view in this case. And in more detail, the first one is a perspective view with applied specific time on day. So if I activate this one, then I go in and examine the shadow patterns in this one by turn on the shadows, click on sun setting to specify the time I want to study, and in this case I'm studying the summer for a single day from 4 to 20 o'clock. So if I press here and click on preview solar study, then I can play this date with the different time steps for each hour to see how is the shadows and direct light coming into this space. So this is one way of doing it. Deactivate the view again to go back to the sheet. This one is a rendered image where I have specified a specific date and a time using this perspective to render this image with a few characteristic materials to get a better atmosphere and feeling of this space in relation to the materials and the light. So these two ones is rendered and simulated through the cloud function that you will find under view and render in cloud. I will in more detail show some of these steps just to show it, to introduce them here. So when you use the render in cloud function, you actually have different possibilities like still image, that is the middle one, and the interactive panorama I'll show a little bit later, and the illuminance, that's the last one with the light levels. So this is the options within the 360 cloud rendering function. You can examine and see your simulation or renderings in this window here. So let's take the first one. This is the interactive view where we actually can examine the view by looking around from this position we have specified within Revit, so it's get possible to see how does this space look in different orientation for this specific place. Or as I showed in the middle image, this is the still image, and this is the illuminance simulated. Last, there's another possibility here where it's about a solar study for some specific time steps from the early morning to the late afternoon that you will specify it within Revit, and this ends up in a small video that you can generate from the cloud. In other videos I will explain and show how to set up these kind of studies.